So I don't know if I've shed any light on this Southern Gothic horse crap that occurred probably not very far. Well, I know not very far from the broadcast compound of the Mike Malloy program here in the foothills of the North Georgia mountains. We are not that far from Toccoa, Georgia, and Cleveland, Georgia, where all this nonsense took place. But it's not really not. The fact that it's run by clowns and has a cartoonish aspect is beside the point. These four sons of bitches who will now spend their golden years sitting inside a federal penitentiary cell someplace, these four cartoon characters had seriously plotted and planned to kill God knows how many American citizens, just people driving down the expressway, children with the window open waving at the funny-looking four men in the car. I mean, this is a kind of terrorism that only derives from the evil hearts of these right-wing bastards who think they're doing something good. And they were given their, more or less given their marching orders from the Fox News channel, from the Rupert Murdoch terrorist broadcast network, who took the guy who wrote this half-assed novel, Absolved, and validated him. Fox News took this Mike Vanderboe and turned him into some kind of an expert when he's nothing of the sort. He's a right-wing, racist, militia-type terrorist, another one of these armchair terrorists who say he gets disability checks from the federal government. He's on the public dole. He sucks money up rather than contributing. He's a phony right-wing son of a bitch like so many of these people. So Fox turns him into some kind of an expert on the ATF. These four clowns in the North Georgia mountains read his book, see him on Fox, come to their own understanding that he is now real because he's been on the TV. You're not real unless you're on the TV, especially if you're on Fox. My God, they're fair and balanced. So they put together the little covert group that they call the Covert Group. Jesus God. And begin the process of figuring out a way to cause death, blood, and destruction, much the same way that that all right-wing terrorists in this country do. Now, the last part of this, one of these clowns, the 65-year-old Adams, used to work as a lab technician at the Department of Agriculture. That's a government job. While Crump, the 68-year-old, was a contractor, used to do maintenance at the Center for Disease Control. That's a government job. You see what I'm talking about? You see these filthy, disgusting, right-wing Timothy McVeigh wannabes? These murderous sons of bitches who will sit in church on Sunday morning and praise their Redeemer and go out on Tuesday night and figure out ways to blow ricin out the windows of their cars and cause innocent people to die. Thomas, another one of them. Thomas would be the 73-year-old. According to a profile at redstate.com, another nest of these right-wing cockroaches is a Vietnam vet who worked as an aerospace communication systems engineer and held top security clearance for nearly 50 years. Another government employee, more or less. Roberts, the other one. Roberts is the 67-year-old. He sued a number of local officials and a newspaper in federal court in relation to a 2004 event that he organized at a middle school, a Southern Heritage event he organized at a middle school that featured a Confederate flag, and according to the lawsuit, he, quote, co-sponsored and assisted in flag rallies organized by the Southern Rights Association. He is widely known in the area as a flag supporter, end quote. He's also an athletic supporter. In other words, he's a jock strap. He's an idiot. Well, the FBI says it has plenty of recorded material implicating the defendants. There is one issue in the affidavits that could provide fodder for defense attorneys. One of the cooperating sources, out on bond on pending felony state charges, gave responses during an FBI polygraph test about the investigation of the militia group that are a little bit dodgy. Thanks to Media Matters and Talking Points muckraker, TPM muckraker, Matt Gertz at Media Matters and Ryan Riley at TPM muckraker for trying to put together. I mean, how do you codify and assemble all the information about these kinds of half-wits? Murderous half-wits. They may be half-wits. They may be cartoon characters. They may be the kind that have about 40 pounds of their gut hanging over their belly, over their belt. But they have the potential to murder gleefully an awful lot of innocent people. And like I said, these are ones who would probably, I'll go to jail before I let them commit abortion at Planned Parenthood. What's wrong with these goddamn women? Why don't they stay home, keep their legs crossed? But when it comes to living children that they would have no problem murdering with ricin, well, that's a different story, right? These people make me sick. They should make you sick. And they should be politely taken out of this country and dumped someplace in an international garbage heap. I'll see you tomorrow night. Take care. Keep it lit. I'm Mike Malloy.